Yes, sir. What is going on, YouTube? We are back with another YouTube video, man. In this one, we are back taking another request. And I did say that pretty much this week, maybe next week too, we're just going to be doing some random builds. I'm going to try to steer clear from like YouTuber builds, famous car builds. So, you know, if you guys have any random requests that you want to see that aren't typically a car that somebody already owns, definitely drop them down in the comments section. But for today's video, man, this request is coming from Hunter Owings, and he wants to see a stanced Jeep YJ or YJ Dub edition, man. Now, I think this is an absolutely dope idea, man. Stance Jeep, for one, is definitely going to be something that is different, that I don't think we would see on, you know, too many other channels on YouTube. I don't want to say any other, but there's a possibility that there may be. So we're just going to come through here, see if we can find said Jeep, and it doesn't look like we have that Jeep. Now, I think the best option, now really, I would like to see the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon be slammed and stanced, but I think this 1976 is a little closer to the body style of the YJ, which is why we are going to pick this one up. Now, obviously, we're just going to skim through a couple of the skins here, and I don't really see too much that I like here, so I think we're just going to go ahead and pick up one of these manufacturer colors, and as this build progresses, we may just go ahead and switch up the paint schemes. Now, let's go ahead and pick, I guess, this kind of looks like a slate blue or dark bluish kind of color. We're going to go ahead and pick that color up and buy this Jeep and see what we can do with it, man. So if you guys are new to the channel, like I said, man, this week let's try to do just some random requests. We take one request per video uploaded. That way we can keep the content fresh. So if you guys do want to make a request, make sure it's within, let's say, the last 7 videos that were uploaded on the channel. And yeah, man, we're gonna try to get to as many of just the you know, just the guys who kind of get overlooked, because lately we've been doing a lot of the popular builds, which numerous people on the channel request at one time, and when that happens, man, we miss gem requests like this. Now, even though we are going to be doing a slammed and stanced as well as probably a dub, we might mix the two together. I do, however, want this thing to be quite powerful. Now, let's see here. Maybe before we do that turbo, let's go ahead and see what we have for engine swap, shall we? Now, right off the bat, 6.2 liter V8 or a 8.4 liter V10. Now, let me see here. Damn, we are really lacking on that horsepower. Quite a bit of torque, though, but the horsepower, obviously, very low, which you would expect for a Jeep of this year. Now, let's see. Drivetrain. Yeah, let's do a rear-wheel drive drivetrain, man. Let's go ahead. This is going to be more of a street Jeep, so I don't think it's going to need that all-wheel drive. Maybe we can get a little bit of drifting happening. Now, let's just check out some front bumper options here. I think we're probably going to leave that stock front bumper on there. Now, can we get a hardtop on this thing? What are... Oh, this is just on the back. I see. Okay. Yeah, let's take that... I'll tell you what, we're going to leave this rear tire on here, and if it doesn't switch the fifth wheel when we switch the rims out, then we'll come back and remove that. Side skirts, let's see, maybe some little side steps, fender flares or no fender flares. Let's get rid of the fender flares, that way the wheels poke out a little bit, and I think that's going to help our slammed and stanced look just a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Now, as far as the hood goes, I have a feeling we're going to have some sort of snorkel on here. Oh, the big brush lights. Can't say I'm a fan of those, man. So we're going to go ahead and pass. Now comes the wheels. Let's see. Off-road tire compound or stock tire compound. That is, I guess we got to go off-road just so we have some form of better tire compound. Now we are going to widen up both front and back, get a nice beefy tire on there hopefully, And now comes the fun part, so I'm just going to skim through a couple of options here until I find what I like. Now, typically on a slammed and stanced wheel, I like to put a wheel with a big, deep dish. And this is one of those go-to wheels, to be honest. The Rotiform FUCs, now as much as they are not dubs, I have a feeling that once we make these rims, the diameter just a little bit bigger, let's see, 21s, ladies and gentlemen, that's absolutely insane. So, you know, I have a feeling this is actually going to look quite nice. Even though they look a little bit extreme right now, I think once we lower this thing, put a little bit of camber on it, I think it's actually going to work quite nicely. Now, like I did say, we were going to remove that back tire if it didn't change, and it didn't, so away she goes. And now let's jump into the drivetrain. Obviously, the clutch needs to get upgraded. We are going to go ahead and upgrade that transmission. And let's go ahead and upgrade the differential and the driveline. Now, as far as the brakes go, I have a funny feeling that we're going to need to stop quite a bit because I'm probably going to max this thing out. Rally springs and dampers gives us a little bit of a lift, but we will be able to fix that up once we get into the tuning section, obviously. Now the roll cage. Let's see here. The bars at the top or no bars. I'm kind of digging the bars going across the top, man. Gives it a very rugged look. Almost looks kind of like a little go-kart. You know, at least a go-kart roll cage, or no, maybe like one of those razors, you know, those little side-by-sides. That's kind of what I'm seeing right now. We are going to do a weight reduction, even though visually it's not doing too much. I think that's going to help with our acceleration. And since we do have the stock motor in here, even though I am probably going to max out pretty much everything on this, I still think it's going to be just a little bit sluggish, given the fact inline six, Jeep guys out there, you guys would probably know. I'm going to say it's an inline six, meant more for low down torque as opposed to like high RPMs and driving extremely fast. As you can see, our speed inching up just a little bit. Really, this car's got great acceleration, launch. Even the handling and the braking isn't terrible. Hopefully we can get into that transmission and make a few adjustments, get our top speed a little bit better than where it is right now. But I'm pretty happy with the way that this is all set up right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and install this. 72,000 credits. Not really a big deal. So next up, what we are going to do, probably jump into the tuning right now. Let's just check out our gearing. Now we have a simulated top speed of 238. Is there any way for us to make that a little bit higher? Not really. It's looking just the way that this is geared. 5.6. Yeah, the way that this is geared, it looks like 6th gear is probably not even going to be really usable in this car. I think 5th gear is probably going to be what we're topping out in, but we're going to have a look. We are, however, going to put on some aggressive camber, all the way aggressive, and we are going to slam this thing as low as we're going to be able to get it. You know, unfortunately, Forza doesn't really give you that slammed coilover look on some cars. We're going to see what happens with this one, though. Oh, yeah, I seen it drop a little bit. Let's jump into the designs and paints. Give this thing a fresh coat of paint. Now, I am liking this paint job, but I think we can do a little bit better. So let's go ahead and just check out some custom paint. Now, right off of the bat, just seeing this Jeep, I really want to go red with it, but the fact that those blue seats are just sticking out like such an eyesore, I think we might have to go with like a darkish blue here. Let me see. That's a little bright. This is looking somewhere between here. Let's see now. Darken this color up just a little bit. That's looking pretty good right there. As far as the hood goes, black that out. Nah, that looks a little stupid on this type of car. Let's see the wheels, though. What do we want to do with the wheels? Should we black out the wheels or maybe a gunmetal grayish, kind of like the gunmetal, or should we do it completely white? I do like those white wheels here. Can we get them a little more? It looks like we're maxed out. I don't know, for some reason they look a little bit gray on this thing, but let's go ahead and install those, see what they look like. Windows, doesn't have any windows. Imagine that. It is a Jeep. What do you guys think, man? White or black? Let me drop it down in the comments section if we should have gone with the white or the black, or maybe even like an in-between. Let me see if we have some nice... Let's see what it looks like with chrome wheels, because we did say dub/stance edition. Those actually don't even look that bad. Let's see. Ooh. Ooh, the polished steel, though. Galvanized. Yeah, like, what about the polished steel, brah? Yes, man. Thinking that's looking pretty good. So the only thing left to do now is take this thing for a little bit of a rip. Now, right off of the bat, really what kind of bums me out is the fact that this, the top line of the Jeep is really, really high. I feel like if you chop that down a bit, drop the seat down just a touch in the Jeep itself, it would look a hell of a lot better. Maybe even a little vinyl top on there, but woo! Sounds nice. We didn't put a V8 in this, did we? So there's a possibility this may be an 8-cylinder Jeep. Because this sounds... Wow, man. What? I did not expect this, man. I was expecting this to be very sluggish, but it is not at all. Oh my God, man. This thing is a little beast, man. Given the fact that it is raining, so that could be the possibility why we're spinning all the way into fourth gear spinning here, but whoo, I totally didn't. Like, I know there's the Willys Jeep, which is pretty famous from the 1320 videos, but I'm pretty sure that thing's running like an old Chevy crate motor, probably a newer Chevy crate motor. I don't know why I said old. Like, I just said old, like, you know, old yeller, like just to say it, right? But it's probably a new GM crate motor in there, and yeah, that thing's an absolute monster at the track and on the street, popping mad wheelies. I've seen a couple people actually request a wheelie build on the channel. I'm gonna have to actually Google how to do that, because I don't know how to build wheelie builds in this game. I know there's, what buggy is it? I forget the buggy, the name of the buggy. It's like an old dune buggy type style, and I've seen people doing wheelies at the drag strip and that before, but don't really know how to do it myself. So I don't know, if enough people comment on this video they want to see a wheelie build, maybe we'll do that for next week. But this thing is actually a handful, especially given the rain. Oh, my apologies, boss, for getting in your way there. Probably would help if we left the all-wheel drive system on here, but it's a slammed and stance dub Jeep, so I figured probably didn't need it. And let's be honest, man, rear-wheel drive for drifting, just more fun. But thoughts, achievement, what is this? Join the team. I didn't even do anything, did I? Okay, I don't know. Apparently I did some stuff. And I won a Subaru. Alrighty, man. Love when that stuff happens. So anyways, man, I'm thinking this is probably... I mean, I don't really have very much more to say about this thing. It's an absolute monster. I might take this thing to the drift track next time I'm online. A little parking lot, maybe, where everybody drifts. Have a little bit of fun with it. It's unusual to see a Jeep busting out mad drifts and stuff like that. So, yeah, man, I guess we'll have to see. But I guess we'll pull off here. Take our little thumbnail here for our screenshot. You guys know how we do it, man. So if you guys enjoyed this one, don't forget to smash that like button if you guys want to see more and you are not subscribed to the channel yet. Definitely do so, man. The way that YouTube works is if you press subscribe, you're gonna get notified, or you'll at least when next time you log into YouTube, you're gonna get a little thing that pops up that says, hey, your boy uploaded a video. You click that video, you watch it, maybe press like, who knows, man. But yeah, definitely don't forget to smash that like button. If you guys haven't got your fill of Don Squally content, check out the Facebook page. We are going to be doing a 1 million credit giveaway once we reach 500 likes on that, and also another million once we reach 1,000. So check that out. Once we do reach those goals, the 500 especially, I know that you guys are about the Facebook page. I'll be posting a lot more content on there. So definitely check it out, man, and maybe even do some behind-the-scenes giveaways. But yeah, I think that's about it. I've been yammering on for long enough, so as always, I'm your boy Denali, a.k.a. Don Squally. I just want to say thank you guys for watching. We're going to catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh!